Why are you still doing this? Why haven't you just sold and moved on?
Well, I still love the building, so I'm not going to ever sell the building because I've put too much of myself into it.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm carrying on with the project is because I believe it's the right thing to do. I know in my heart that it can make a difference, and I know it's off the wall, and people possibly don't understand, but I just find a system to make it happen.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to do with this business that I'm trying to set up. I'll find a different system.
Yeah.
To make it work.
Yeah. So there's no way that you would ever consider, you know what, I've done what I've needed to do, and I've had my dream, and part of it has achieved that goal. But to make it work as a business, I need to do such and such, or I need to get these people involved, or are you a one-man band through and through?
For the community company,
yeah,
it's going to be made up by the community,
yeah,
but it has to work with my vision.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't, it might become something it shouldn't be.
What would that look like? What do you not want it to become?
So I don't want it to become a corporate thing.
Yeah.
The bit that I want out of it is become a social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And we grow out of this business. And my only goal, because my only remuneration is the rent, I want to be able to walk down the street and somebody come up to me and go, I could have gone down this path, but because of what you've done in this organisation, I've found a different path. I want to create a business that's built around my morals.
Yeah.
I'm a very moral person, and I understand why people wouldn't trust me, because why would they? They don't know me, apart from I haven't given up in 7.5 years, so I'm not. You've
got this far.
And Morecambe needs it, and the whole Bay Area needs it. It needs uplifting.
Yeah.
And there was something that somebody told me, and visitors to Morecambe see the people and they find them very happy and pleasant and helpful. And I just thought, the people have been downtrodden that much, they're still happy. Imagine if we gave them something to be happy about. And that's all Queen's Market's going to do. It's going to make the town shine, like I've made the building shine. But I need the community, the business, the voluntary, the educational sector to come and make it shine with me. So yes, I'm a one-man band, but for the community company, I need the money to be able to employ the right people. So the people that come into this organisation will all be paid. It's about how we can pay somebody a wage to do good. So it's not about making money for me. It's about making money to help other people grow.
So you have a scheme where people can, is it buy a petal, or can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so the dandelion petal thing came about when I was thinking how this is going to work. And I was thinking it's not about bringing people into this organisation and keeping them. I want to send them off into the world and grow themselves. A dandelion has a bad press. The gardeners don't like it, but they're beautiful in their own right. There's no child that's ever not taken happiness from blowing a dandelion clock, and they float off. And I thought, let's grow dandelions. And I thought, well, what does a dandelion need to actually make the seed germinate? And that's where I came up with the bee, and the big bee on the back wall, which is, its head's a Q, its legs are M's, and its wings are the silent bee of Morecambe Bay. And that's how the Queen's Market bee came to be. Then I was thinking, well, I can get names written on the ceiling, maybe sponsored. Each name written onto a dandelion petal, pound a name, and it's seed funding. And that money is going into the community company bank account. So whether that's a donation through the PayPal, through the website, or just, there's one gentleman out the front that gives me £1 every day. And that £1 we put into the community company bank account. So at the moment, I think we're at 1,700 names, which is really good, but it's nowhere near what we need.
Yeah.
We need a considerable amount of money before I can release the building so that I know that the community company is going to exist. And I want to reassure everybody that every single pound that I've taken, even the pounds that are given for no names, are all going into the community company bank account.
Yeah.
It won't be spent until I know that I can release the building.
Yeah.
If the project fails and I have to let it commercially, which I'm hoping I don't, because another business coming in here and making millions that could have been spent in the community, that's the bit that I'm concerned about.
So what will it take to get it? What will be enough for you to be able to make this happen?
I can guess we could totally wing it, but it'd have to be about 200,000 because there's business rates. So it's not just the rent I need to know that's in the bank account, it's the business rates, it's the skeleton staff and then we just have pop-ups in. But I'm prepared to release the building when there's just enough to survive, because I'll wing it. Because that's what I do anyway. I wouldn't set it going unless I know it's actually going to work. Because the last thing I want to do is take people's money, have the thing go for 6 months, and then a bill comes in and we go, well, I have to shut it down. And we've spent that money then.
It's almost like you've got it to this point, you've spent 7 years getting it to this point, and the extra, I guess, boost you'd call it, to be able to get it open and functioning and working and pushing back into the community. You said the community will have an input. To get it to that stage, that's the kind of moment where you can suddenly pull the trigger. So it's almost like you're in limbo waiting for that moment to happen. So it's how do you make that happen? How does that happen?
I need the community to believe in what I'm doing, even if they don't fully understand, because some of the things that I'm suggesting that will go on this building doesn't necessarily fit into the system that they work in.
It's going back to that story that you were saying, I guess your own personal story of you not going down the traditional route of, paving your way to success. You find your own way. And if you could create something where other young people can find their own way but have that support or foundation, and then, like you said, you're walking down the street and that person comes up and shakes your hand and says, it's thanks to this that now I went in this direction. That to me seems like the ultimate goal, the dream.
And I do get an ego boost from the people who are congratulating me on the frontage that I've done. Because yes, I've done that. That is me. So nobody else can take any credit, because nobody else did any. But imagine if we can build this as a community organisation where we can all take that credit. I think, looking at education, that's where I'm wanting to grow talent. It's about the spark of talent that a teacher sees a squiggle on a piece of paper and says, you're going to be a great cartoonist. So how can Queen's Market do that? By connecting. So we go to the people that go, well, I'm a cartoonist, I can help.
So you are that vessel of connecting all these different talented groups together to make the sum of their parts bigger than they are individually.
And it'll be really, really complicated and difficult, but I'm not a builder, but I've built this. I'm not a businessman, but I'm not scared of hard work. So I've got this tenacity to finish things, and I don't give up. And this project is for the kids that aren't even born yet, to give them something.
It's ongoing. So I have one final question. If you could go back in time, this is like talking to your younger self of when you didn't do your A-levels and you didn't know where you were going to go, and if you could sort of say, hey, look at this thing that exists, like what would you hope that you could have got from something like this?
So looking back in time, I wouldn't change anything about me, because even though being dyslexic was really hard and at school, I wouldn't be me. and I love being me because I'm different. Yeah. And I never set out to do a community project. I set out to save a building. And it's only because of the building that I've learned probably who I am, which is I love to tell stories through things because I can't do the writing bit. I just want to continue that story with people and the things around us. So it's just a continuation of what I do. Take things apart and use what already exists to make it shine. Yeah. And it exists all around us. The town, the community, the Bay Area is full of the things we need. The recipe's there. It just needs a big mixing bowl to make the perfect cake.